Dave Corinth here. Welcome to my shop. When I say I have too many tools, what I really mean is I have too many tools without a place to put them. So I've decided that I need to build a second till to hold these tools and some others that you can't see piled up here on my workbench. These all used to sit on that small workbench behind me, but it's starting to get full. And when I buy a new one, I don't really have a place to put it. And if you're like me, when you go to flea markets, antique malls, or Midwest Tool Collectors Association meets, and you see a tool that you really want, you're going to buy it. At least that's what I do. And then I have to find a place to put it, which my current till doesn't allow. So I've decided I'm going to remedy that situation and build a brand new till. And I've been thinking about building this till for quite some time. So I've been stockpiling some materials that I want to show you today that we're going to use when I build this new till. To start things off, I bought this 4x8 sheet of 3/4 inch Luan cabinet grade plywood. Since it's going to hang on the wall, this will be the backbone of my till, just like the one behind me. And this is what I've been stockpiling. Recently, someone posted on Facebook Marketplace about a piano that they were going to throw away, and they actually had it on a burn pile in their backyard. They tried to light it on fire, and thank goodness they weren't very good at starting fires. So I swung by, picked the piano up, and I took it apart, and I got some absolutely beautiful pieces of wood out of it. And among these pieces, I have 3 of these carved mahogany panels. I also have, whatever this is, it has a cove with a bead on the bottom and a bead on the top, and it's 5 foot long. Got to find a use for this. I have some 160-year-old pine that wasn't part of this piano, but I definitely want to use it on this. I have some rosewood that I want to use. I have some pieces of the piano that are actually solid mahogany, not just veneered. I have these, which I don't even know what I'm going to do with them, but I'm going to have to find a use for them somehow. And I have 4 of these in total. And of course, I have pieces like this. This is a solid mahogany skirt board, and I'm definitely going to use this somewhere in the project. This was on the piano as well, and I'm going to turn this into a shadow box on this till. I'm going to put the braces in here, maybe the bits over here, and maybe my push drills on this side. I really don't know yet, but I'm going to use this. And for smaller pieces of wood, I've been saving these piano keys for quite some time. These are solid ebony. These are not ebonized or stained to look like ebony. They are true ebony. I don't know how I'm going to use them, but I've got a bunch of them and I'd like to use them. I also have little pieces like this. This is a nickel plated something or another, and I've even got the original screws that I've kept. Love to use that somewhere. I've even got this little thing, and I don't really know what I want to do with it yet, but I can tell you what fits in there. My Yankee push drill. Perfectly. So I have a feeling that this is going to be used to hold up my push drill. I also have these little things. I don't really know what I want to do with them, but they are nickel plated, and I'm sure I can find something to do with them. Don't really know yet, and I have 4 of them. In case you're wondering how many screws you get when you disassemble a piano, well, this is from one piano. That's a lot of screws. And I'm probably going to use some of these in this. I have these beautiful panhead gun blued screws that are slotted, and I would think I could find a use for those in here somewhere. And I have some of these little nickel plated brass screws that have a slot cut on the end, and surely I could find some way to incorporate these into holding something up. I don't know. So I've got a lot of these screws. I do want to use them. I like the way they look. They're slotted, so they have that antique look instead of Phillips head screws. I'm not going to use any Phillips head screws on this. And this is my current till. And if you've ever watched any of my videos, you've seen this till in the background. It has a place for 6 saws, 2 Lie-Nielsen panel saws, a crosscut saw, a 12-inch carcass saw, a 10-inch tenon saw, and of course my dovetail saw. It also has a place for all of my bench planes. And these are held in with magnets. You can see there's a little ring right here. There's also one on the bottom. So when I put the plane on there, it's tilted back at 5 degrees. The magnet grabs hold of it. I've never had one fall off, but I'm not a big fan of this because I'm always worried about one of these falling off. Cross the fingers, or knock on wood, it hasn't happened yet. So as you can see on the center panel, I have these tri-squares and of course my Chappelle center finding square, and they are all inset into this panel that leans back at 5 degrees. So if I want to take one out, you can see they just sit right in there. All I got to do is touch the bottom and it falls right in your hand. And it's easy to put up. So I definitely want to incorporate this inset method anytime I put a square or something flat on the new till. And as you move on down, you can see this is where I keep my combination squares, my dividers, my calipers, and of course my tote making jig with all of its angle blocks. This is where I photograph almost all the planes I sell on eBay. And on the bottom of my till, I have these small drawers. And the front is Honduras mahogany with those ebony drawer pulls. And of course, I keep small things like carving chisels in here. And I definitely want to do something on the new till similar to this. And this till is about 6 inches deep, which gives it some depth and allows you to put more tools in it without them sticking out. So do I have too many tools? No, I don't think so. Not at all. I just think I need to organize them better. And that's what I'm going to do with all this stuff. So in the next few weeks, I'm going to start building this project, and then I'll post videos on the progress of it. I don't think I'll post it all in one video, as this is going to be a lengthy project. So I'm going to take my time with this, do it the way I want it. If I get stuck on something, I'll stop until my brain kicks in, and then I have an epiphany and do something like I want. So if you have any ideas for this project, how this till should be made, please put them in the comments. I would love to hear your feedback. I'll post the first video in the next couple of weeks, and we'll get this project rolling. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll make more. And thank you for watching. I've had this poster for about 25 years, and I bought it just like this. It was nailed to this board, which I thought that's got to be an original antique Civil War poster that was on the side of a barn somewhere or in some downtown area, and someone cut the boards off and they kept it ever since, because I was only, I don't know, 25, 26 years old when I bought this, and I thought I had found a steal. So I bid it up to over $100, because I mean, surely if it was in a genuine Civil War poster, it'd be worth $100. But it's not genuine. And I didn't even realize that until I got home. I got home, took it out to the garage to clean it off a little bit and just kind of see what I got. And then I noticed the telephone number on the bottom. It's a reenactment poster, and it's not worth, obviously, $100. But it is kind of cool looking. So I've always kept it as a reminder to make sure you check all the details when you're buying something, because you never know. If you just skim over something, you might miss an important detail, like, I don't know, the commanding officer's phone number, which I'm pretty sure they didn't have phones in the Civil War. So just a cautionary tale of make sure you look at what you're buying, especially when it comes to antique tools.